After 10 months, we finally got a new paragon. Hello everyone, I'm ASavvy21 and welcome to a new video on the channel. Today, I will be looking at and summing up Update 46, the new update coming to Btd6. So first, let's start off with the new paragon, and wow am I so hyped for this. We've got the Crucible of Steel and Flame, otherwise known as the Tack Shooter Paragon. This thing's design is so cool, and I have no idea why they made such a cool name for this thing, but yeah. I'll show a picture of it on screen right now. So let's go over a few things about it. So getting right into it, the Tack Paragon is the new second cheapest Paragon in the game, coming in with $200,000 to place down. It's the only Paragon that cannot pop camos, which is really disappointing because this thing is awesome. And since Paragons can't receive village camo, that might be a problem for this Paragon going forward. This Paragon has two abilities, and it's the only primary Paragon with an ability. For the first ability, we've got the Maelstrom ability, which is representing Super Maelstrom. So what this ability does is, since the main attack is already a permanent Maelstrom, which is sick by the way, it gives the tower a massive temporary increased projectile lifespan and pierce in order to greatly expand the coverage of that local Maelstrom. While this is occurring, high-pierce jets of blue flame will periodically blast around the tower to wipe out any smaller targets. This is a coverage and cleanup ability, so it has an extremely short cooldown, but is not a single target damage dealer. And if you didn't hear anything that I just said, it's basically just a temporary boost to projectile lifespan and pierce to expand coverage of the Paragon. And it has high pierce jets of blue flame blasting around the tower. And it's just a coverage and cleanup ability with a short cooldown, and obviously it's not a single target. So yeah. And for the second ability, we've got Meteor Impact. So this since the Maelstrom is just like a utility, this ability calls basically a nuke to deal high damage in a pretty big area. And after the nuke, it separates into a ring of 32 homing fireballs that do even more damage, which is like really good. And to sum again, it's just a high damage nuke that has a big range and separates into homing fireballs that do damage. And this ability actually apparently has targeting, which is actually really cool. And that's pretty much it for the Tack Paragon. So let's move on to the next thing. So next we've got the Btd6 and Battle collab. All I really know about this is that there's a Battle Cats power-up, which has a pretty strong transformation, but it goes away in a couple rounds. And I'm pretty sure that there's like a pack in the shop that gives you a ton of these power-ups. And it has like tier 5 Beast Handler Insta-monkeys, which is actually pretty cool. And lastly, we've got the new advanced map, Last Resort. The name's kind of funny to me, but it's basically just a reskin of Resort, which is the easiest map in the game in my opinion. It's shown on screen. It's literally just like Resort if it was like frozen, and it's actually really interesting. So first up, the water's frozen, as you can see, but you can break off a small piece where the sign is to reveal a small pool of water to place like one tower in. It's not that great, but I guess you can play something. Oh, there's a ton of placement blockers, which I circled above. And there's also special pathing. So this is really cool. So basically, on the first wave, the balloons go faster and lap normally like they would in Resort. On the second wave, they go a bit slower, but skip a loop. And then on the third wave, they skip another loop and go even slower. And if it could not get any worse, the fourth wave is a no-loop wave with normal speed balloons. And this order repeats throughout literally all the rounds. So this is like really hard. Like the 4th wave is gonna be really hard. And that's pretty much all for this video. I hope I covered everything. Let me know in the comments, and I'll hard and pin it. Have a good day, and see you next time.
Got a #1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we bout to get down.